and Main Street, leaving more families struggling to get by, and more working women putting in longer hours without better pay or affordable child care. We've seen fellow citizens abandoned on rooftops after a storm. And we've seen a disastrous war in Iraq that should have never been authorized and should have never been waged. A war that I was opposed from the start. A war that has to come to an end. And that's before you get to Scooter. And my colleague Dick Durbin pointed out the other day that even Paris Hilton got some jail time. So there's no doubt that part of what accounts for the energy and momentum and crowds that we're seeing is an opposition to this administration's policies. George W. has been a great advertisement for the Democratic Party. But it is going to take more than a change of parties in the White House to truly turn this country around. Now, George Bush and Dick Cheney may have perfected divisive special interest politics. They may have turned it into an art form, but they didn't invent it. It was there before they got to Washington. And if you and I don't stand up and challenge it in this election, it will be there long after they leave. I'm running for president because I don't believe in the cynical strategy that says you have to divide this country into two in order to win an election. I believe it's time to find our stake in each other as Americans and unite this country around a common purpose. I think it's time for us to reach out for a common destiny. I don't believe that we can come together as Americans to do better. I don't think we can afford 4 more years of conventional Washington foreign policy thinking that led us into the misguided war. I believe it is time for us to engage with friends and enemies in a way that restores America's moral leadership and security in the world. And I will not stand by while lobbyists use their checkbooks to veto our country's progress. I believe it's time to put the national interest ahead of the special interest and address the concerns of people over jobs and health care and their children's future. That's why I'm running for President of the United States, because to meet these challenges, changing parties is not enough. We need something different. We need a new attitude. The times are too serious. The stakes are too high. I believe that the American people want to be asked to once again think in terms of not just themselves, but also of the greater country. I think they're ready for sacrifice, and they're ready for responsibility, and they're ready for truth, and honesty, and integrity. I think that's what the American people are looking for, not just more of the same.